themselves with Jerusalem, God says they shall be cut in pieces. Now, I'm going to tell you the meaning behind that, because Jerusalem is a people before it's a place.
Yes, right.
So America has burdened themselves with keeping us hostage here, because that's who we are. They're going to be cut in pieces. They took our land, our land of Jerusalem. The Bible says, you burden yourself with that, you shall be cut in pieces.
Think of all the times when they passed you over for the job. Think of all the times when you was done dirty by our enemies, man. That's the anger you ought to champion. But think of your fathers if you never been to. Alright? Think when they was whipping our fathers, man, cutting our women's stomach open. Big white men beating little black women upside their head. Think of that. Some brothers' kids have died, wife has left them. Many things have happened to us, man. But in the kingdom of heaven, man, all that stuff is gonna go away. We gotta keep our mind on it. Keep the soldiers in mind of the mission. The mission is getting the kingdom of heaven. Ruling over these devils that oppress us. That's the mission. That's the goal.
How you doing, sis?
This is what he said.
Do you know your nationality, sis?
Then explain to me what a Hebrew is.
I never said anything about
My
Hebrew.
nationality is,
Do you know your nationality?
so far that I know that I'm Cherokee Indian.
You're who?
Cherokee Indian.
She say Cherokee Indian.
Oh, a Cherokee Indian. Oh, okay, all praises, all praises.
Right there.
So, according to your mother's side or your father's side?
My mother.
Your mother, what was your father?
You know, to be honest with you, I really don't know.
Yeah, that's a lot of our people. We're in that situation where we really don't know. But, according to the Bible, the so-called blacks, the so-called Hispanics, the so-called Native Americans descend from the children of Israel.
That's right.
So what we have people do is come up, look at this sign, which has been researched over and extensively to try to identify who these people are according to the Bible. So, do you see yourself on this sign? Well, you don't know your father, so you're not going to be able to see yourself on the sign according to your father. But it goes by your father. Let me get that, Numbers 118. Everything is based upon the father because the man carries seed.
That's right.
The man carries the seed, according to the Bible. Now my man's shaking his head already. So that's what I said, before you can even say something, when they got that false doctrine stuff in their head, they just be, no! Come on.
It's the book of Numbers,
I
chapter
didn't
1.
even finish my sentence. He like, come on.
The book of Numbers, chapter
Well,
1,
that's
verse
right
18. And they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month. And they declared their pedigrees.
They declared their what?
Their pedigrees.
You know what a pedigree is?
Yeah, I know what I am.
Your pedigree is your lineage. They declared their lineages by what?
After their families,
They determined their families by what?
the house of their fathers.
Because you are what your father is. Because man carries the seed. Let's read it for the brother shaking his head. Let me get the seed. Leviticus 15:16.
I'm not taking my...
Hey, look. And this our brother. We love this brother. You know what I mean? And this the thing. When our people think that because they disagree with us, that we got a problem with them, we don't. We still love our people. We want to see our people as kings and queens.
Right.
We want to see our people on top, or as princesses, excuse me. But we want to see our people on top of the world. We want to see everybody else beneath your boot. That's what we want.
That's
Whether
right.
you agree or not, that's what we want for you. We want you to walk this earth and to have dominion. Read that.
It's the book of Leviticus, chapter 15, verse number 16. And if any man's seed,
Any man's what?
seed,
Hear that, sis? It says if any man's seed, because seed comes from man. Read.
of copulation,
Copulation is sex. So any man's seed of sex is talking about his
Sperm.
Basically, I'm just trying not to be, But go ahead.
go out from him.
If it goes out from him, go ahead.
Then he shall wash all his flesh in water.
So the seed comes from man. Woman carries the seed, but it came from man. He fertilized her egg with his seed.
That's right.
And then that child that comes up is a descendant of him. Just like if you plant a seed, you plant an apple seed. I don't care where you plant that apple seed. I don't care if you take that apple seed to Russia, you can take that apple seed to China, you can take it to Barbados. I don't care where you take it, it's gonna grow an apple. It's not gonna grow, oh, well, because I took it to China, it grew a soybean. No, it was an apple seed. An apple is gonna come forth.
Let me ask you something. What are your thoughts on women?
We love our women. What do you mean? What's my thoughts?
You think women are
woman has an order according to this Bible. But first things first. So do you know your nationality? You didn't know your nationality because you don't know your father. But based upon your father's lineage, you are more than likely one of the people on this sign. And if you're one of the people on this sign, then that means this planet was created for you. That means that everything on this planet was created for you. Specifically. Real quick, sis. Sis in the purple shirt. Do you know your nationality?
No, not really.
And our people, this is the condition of our people. This is what we're trying to reverse. This is what we're trying to have. Our people are confused. Like if you ask 10 people their nationality, you're going to get 10 different answers in most cases. You might get black a few times. You might get African American a few times. You might get Pentecostal. You might get Baptist. Yes, we have videotape of people saying that my nationality is Baptist. But that means they don't know what a nationality is, and they don't know what theirs is. So, go ahead, sis.
The question is that back in our ancestors' days, our women were raped by white men.
Yep.
So you can't actually say that we is all black. We is mixed up.
But this is the thing. So now, the sister said because some of our women was raped by so-called white men, that we are not who we are. But this is the thing. If a white man, let's say you and your husband, you got 12 kids. A so-called white man rapes you. You bring forth a white child, so-called white child. Does that eliminate all the rest of the other 12 kids from being what they were before? Because you had one with the white man?
No.
No, they're still what they are. It goes by the father. So that doesn't mean just because some of our people or our women might have been raped, that the nationality is lost. You are what your father is. Now wait a minute. Let's prove that though. Let's get some proof. Because the sister said she doesn't know her nationality. Well, we need to show you your nationality. Because you've been told you was black all your life. You've been told you was African American when, yes, we did spend time in Africa. That's true. That's true history. But we are not so-called Africans. Give me that. Let me get Deuteronomy 28:15 real quick. Let's find out who we are. So that way when you walk away, you have a sense of self. You know exactly who you are. You can pick up your Bible at home and it's going to say the exact same thing. Read that.
This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse number 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
God said through Moses to us that if we did not follow everything that he told us to do, that curses would come upon us. So when you read the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28, he gives you the cursings and the blessings that will fall upon the children of Israel. He says, when you read 1 through 14, he tells you these blessings will come upon you if you do what I say. Then God says, wait a minute, but if you don't do what I say, these things will come upon you. Watch this. Jot down to 46 for me.
That's a lot of them.
Watch this. Come on.
Verse number, Deuteronomy 28, verse number 46.
Listen to this.
And they shall be upon thee.
It says, and they shall be upon thee, meaning the curses that we just read about. It said the curses. These curses will be upon us for a sign. Come on.
For a sign?
For a sign. What does a sign do? There's a sign right there. You see that sign?
That's a sign, but I'm speaking of that people know that sign that Jesus gives us.
Hold on, wait. Let's deal with where we at. We got to deal with where we at. It said, read it again.
And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder.
He says, these curses will be upon you for a sign. Simple question. What does a sign do? That's all I'm asking. There's a sign right there, right? There's a sign over there. There's signs right here. What are they doing? They're not advertising, they're identifying. You wouldn't know this was CVS if that sign wasn't there.
That's true.
You wouldn't know that was Nikki D's if that sign wasn't there. No. You wouldn't know. If you were not from here, you come here your very first time, you would have no idea what that is without that sign.
I agree with that.
So that's all it's doing. He said these curses will be upon us for a sign. Why? To identify who we are. Come on.
And upon thy seed forever.
He said these curses will be signs upon your children forever. Watch this. Let's read some of the curses and see if they're upon us. Now, let's go straight to 68. Give me that. Watch this. Watch this, sis.
The book of Deuteronomy,
Let's see if this sign has anything to do with us.
chapter 28, verse number 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
So you know what the word Egypt means.
Don't tell me.
You don't know? Okay. Do you know, sis? I'm pretty sure you probably know. Do you know? You probably know.
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Well, we're going to read it. You know what Egypt means?
No.
I don't like to assume because I don't know who knows what.
But I'm saying,
Do you know what the word
I
Egypt
don't
means?
know.
Okay, we're going to read it. So that way we clear. Let's get it.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse number 2. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
So what did he call Egypt?
Bondage.
So bondage, right? That's the key of what it's trying to tell you. Bondage. When you look up the etymology of the word, it still means bondage. But watch this. What does bondage equate to? What does bondage equate to? Slavery. He says, but go back to Deuteronomy 28 again. He says, read that again.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt.
The Lord shall bring you into slavery
again with ships.
Who went into slavery on ships as a nation of people? I'm not talking about an individual. That one person, him and his daughter went into slavery. No, what nation of people went into slavery on ships?
So you're saying that you're saying
So say us, right?
Right.
Well, Africans didn't. That's the reason why we reading
Went
this.
over there and got them.
This is the reason why we reading this. You need to. You about to miss the main point.
you're
You
saying
about to miss the main point.
you're saying that the Lord said that he was going to bring them into bondage.
Again, on ships. That's what the Bible said.
The Bible says that the Lord shall bring them into bondage again on
ships.
And this is what the Lord said.
On ships.
Right. This is what the Lord.
Did that happen?
Yes, it happened.
Is that historically correct? Is what I want
Yes,
to know.
it is. But I'm just saying this is what the Lord said. Right.
Did we read it? Let's read it again.
And the Lord,
And who?
the Lord
The Lord said, if you break my law, statutes, and commandments, I'm going to allow this to happen to you.
shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
I'm going to let you go into slavery again, this time by ship. Read.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more
He
again.
says you are not going to see your homeland again after you go into slavery on ships.
And there ye shall be sold.
There, once you exit the slave ship, you're going to be sold. Did that not happen to our people? Yes, it did. Read.
Unto your enemies.
To who?
Your enemies.
Wait a minute. So the people that got us off the auction blocks wasn't our best buddies and friends?
They were your enemies. For bondmen.
For slave men
And bond women.
and slave women. This is actual history.
That's right.
You can go down to, what we got, the Charles H. Wright Museum downtown? You've got a whole museum dedicated to this. We just read it out the Bible. This is Bible history, but this is also our history.
That's right.
This is our actual history. We're reading it in the Bible. It's specific to us. Read 30. Watch this. Let's see if this is specific to us. Did this happen to us after we got off the ships or not? Read.
Verse 28, Deuteronomy 28, verse 30.
Come on.
Thou shalt betroth a wife, and another man shall lie with her.
What? The sister mentioned it earlier. Our women were raped. We're reading it out the Bible. That happened in slavery. We reading it now. Read.
Thou shalt build an house.
He said we should build a house. We built a country. Read.
And thou shalt not dwell therein.
But we don't take the benefits of this country. Come on.
Thou shalt plant a vineyard.
Did we not work in the fields in this country? But did we benefit?
And shall not gather the grapes thereof.
We did not benefit. Like the Bible is telling you. Come on.
Thine ox shall be.
Drop down to 32.
Verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
In slavery, were our children taken from us and sold off? We're reading it. Come on.
And thy eyes shall look and fill with longing for them all the day long.
Come on.
And there shall be no might in thy hand.
We did not have did we have a power to get our children back once they took them? If they sold your child off to Master Johnson over in Texas, could you go get your kid back? No, you couldn't even get yourself out of slavery. How you gonna go get your kid back? You never saw that child again. We're reading it in the Bible. But what's the point? But watch this. Let's get the point. Give me Deuteronomy 1:1. Who was he talking to?
Bring it up.
He said all of these things will happen to one people. Let's see who that people is.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 1, verse 1.
Bring it up.
These be the words which Moses spake.
These are the words that Moses spoke
Unto all Israel.
Who was he talking to?
Israel.
Who was he talking to?
Israel.
So who does that make you? Because this is your history, right? So that makes you Israel, because we read that these curses will be a sign upon the people. These are the people of Israel. This is you. This is your nationality.
That's right.
So according to the Bible, if this stuff happened to you, that's why, give me verse 46 again, Deuteronomy 28:46. The Bible says if this stuff happened to you, this is a sign for you to know who you are. Why would you need a sign? Matter of fact, let me get Deuteronomy 32:26. Why do you need a sign to tell you who you are? Do the so-called white man need a sign to tell him who he is? What about the Chinese? What about the Arabs? They know who they are, correct? Why would the children of Israel need a sign to find out who they are? Read that.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32, verse 26. I said, I will scatter them into corners.
He scattered us through how? Through the transatlantic slave trade. That's how we were scattered to the four corners of the earth. Come on.
I will make the remembrance of them.
He said what?
I will make the remembrance of them.
You catch that, sis? He said what?
I will make the remembrance of them to cease from among men.
We would lose who we are. We would forget who we are as a people. That's why when you walked up, I asked you, I said, do you know your nationality? You said no. I'm going to tell you one thing though. You are ahead of the game with most people, because most people come up and instead of just saying, I don't know, they give you an answer. Even though they don't know, they still try to give you an answer. You said, you know what? I don't know. And that's good. That means you have a spirit that can be taught. You have a spirit that is willing to learn.
Shalom, Israel. I'm Elder Nathaniel of Israel United in Christ. YouTube likes to shut our channels down, as some of you have noticed, ever so often. Subscribing to join IUIC will assure you will always stay connected to our YouTube accounts. We want to do our best to make sure this truth gets out. Please click and join our subscriber YouTube channel called Join IUIC to stay linked to all of our videos. So again, please make sure you subscribe to this and join IUIC channel to get your latest updates from all our YouTube channels. Shalom.